You're tuned into Travie Trav's Outpost Movie Classics. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow us on Instagram.
Lost in the jungle where the shadows grow, creatures lurking in the dark grotto, chaos and curses where legends boast, all roads lead to Travie Trav's Outpost.
I'm in the mood for love.
Please, Sam. 3,000 feet in the air is no place to get sentimental.
3,000, 10,000, or on the ground. I still do loops when I look at you, baby. Besides, that happened to be the name of the song I was just playing, in case you didn't recognize it.
You are paid to fly me, not to entertain me. And in case you don't know, you are a better pilot than you are a musician. Oh, look.
Ah, Puerto Barrancas, if I don't miss my guess.
I hope you don't miss your guess often.
No, not often. Right on the nose.
Don't you think you ought to radio for landing lights?
With this guy in the back? I'm putting her down nice and quiet and blacked out. I don't mind sticking my neck out for you, baby, but I'm not hankering to get it chopped off. You know, it's against the law to smuggle people into the country without passports. Just in case I get tripped up, don't you think you ought to tell me who this guy is?
I don't know. He stumbles into my hotel room. He's in trouble, so I don't stop to ask. I just help. He's so handsome. I couldn't let them capture him. And you, sweet too, my Tapachula Sam, for helping me.
Oh, well, when you put it that way, there isn't much else a fella can do. Hold on.
Sorry to tell you, Mendes, I can't take anyone's foot this trip. We are loaded to capacity.
With your own bananas, huh, Lucas?
Goes without saying, Nelson. You will be kind enough to convey my regrets to Miss White.
She has 1,000 stems cutting on the loading platform.
I have 1,000 too.
Si, we have fruit too.
Si, senor.
Then I suggest in the future you check with me before cutting.
I guess Lucas is right. I thought Miss White had checked. Serves me right for depending on a woman.
nothing else to do but wash clothes all day.
Walking. Where's Flanders?
You will please to remember you are not yet a member of the family. Miss White is at the workers' village. Yourself. Oh. ¡Ay, ese hombre! ¡Qué malvado! ¡Llévelo de aquí, que se vaya y no vuelva más! ¡Ah!
All right, get him out of there.
Jefe, the trucks, they will be here,
There'll be no trucks today.
No trucks? Then I tell the men to stop cutting.
I'll tell you when to stop cutting. Carrier, where's Miss White?
She's down at the schoolhouse.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J.
Dámelo. Now, A.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
El otro. Otra vez, deprisa.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M.
Yes, Bert.
Patron saint, mother confessor, guardian of the people's rights, health, and education. You sure that isn't too big a job for one woman?
Victoria Anna isn't feeling well, so I'm relieving her. What is it you want to see me about?
Lucas isn't taking any stems this trip.
Let's talk outside. Why didn't you check with Lucas before cutting?
Took it for granted you would. You're the boss.
Now, that's absurd. It's part of a foreman's job.
Patrona! Patrona!
Sí, muchacho.
Venga, venga pronto. La maestra está muy enferma.
Sí, ya voy. I'll talk to you later and stop the cutting.
No te acongojes, mijita. Todo va a estar bien.
¿Cómo estás, querida?
No es nada, Macario. Estoy bien.
Victoriana, what is it?
Be not concerned, patrona. It is good news, Victoriana?
It is nothing, really. Only a slight faintness. Macario and I are going to have a baby.
Oh, I'm so glad for you. Now you will have a little one all your own to teach.
I must go back to the pequeños. They need me.
You lie right back down here. The children will just have to put up with me for the day and like it. Keep her here, Macario, and you stay with her. I'll get Jose to watch the powerhouse.
Gracias, patrona.
Qué buena es ella.
Oh, I know, Tia. Stop grumbling.
Just the same, look at you. I raised you to be a lady, and every day you look and act more like a man.
Why not? I'm doing a man's work.
I tell you, it's too much work for a woman. It killed your father. It will kill you, too.
The way I feel now, I haven't far to go. Sure you won't change your mind, Tia, and take a dip with me?
No, thank you. You should know I don't make a public exhibition of myself when I take a bath. Here you are.
Gracias. Boots, Tia.
Boots. These boots. Another boot.
Pants, Tia. Pants.
Either you stop wearing these foolish pants or you get somebody else to pull them off for you. Poor old Tia can't get on her knees anymore.
Poor Tia.
Look at you. Thin like a rail. And no wonder, with all that worry that goes on in that pretty head of yours. The more pity I don't have the brains to worry for you. Heaven knows I could lose a few pounds, eh?
Tia, darling, there isn't that much worry in the whole world.
You will see before you are through with it. Take my advice and sell the farm while it's still worth something, and you are young enough to enjoy the money.
Don't be such a killjoy. We'll manage somehow.
In the meantime, we grow poorer. Soon there will be no more jewels to sell. Nothing.
Nothing but bananas. Zip me up, please.
Yes. Only when Senor Lucas chooses to take them, eh? Ahí tienes otra canalla. Hombre.
What are you doing here?
Now, that's a silly question. I'm lying on my back, enjoying the spectacle of outraged womanhood. A happy experience, I might add. So difficult to outrage womanhood these days.
Well, I'm not outraged, thank you. I'm simply surprised. After all, it isn't every day I find you'll pardon the expression, a peeping Tom in my bathhouse.
Unfortunately, the angle of my position was such that I was afforded only a mere glimpse of two very pretty ankles. Allow me to say the rest of you compliments the ankles very well.
Quiet. I'm not interested in your personal observations. And before I call the police, you'd better explain what you're doing here.
What does anyone do with a house? Live in it, of course.
Well, it happens to be my house. And I'll thank you to get out of it immediately.
Oh, you're the landlord? And why don't you fix the roof? If it rained last night, I might have gotten wet.
You'll be more than wet if you weren't out of here by the time I finish my swim. Get my cap to you. Oh, that was wonderful. You don't know what you're missing.
I will still do my bathing in the tub, thank you.
Tia, get my things. I'll dress at the house.
So you're Flanders White, the boss of this farm, huh?
Do you mind?
Just curious. I might have known you couldn't find brains and beauty in the same package. Only a good-looking dame could kill off a banana grove as cold-bloodedly as this one's being murdered.
You look like you might be an authority on murders.
No, just bananas. When I see a farm like this getting the slow death treatment. Pardon me, lady, while I get sick.
Some of the things you find crawling in a banana grove can make you sick, too. Getting so a person can't take a swim without being insulted.
How should I know, Nina? Every time I look over here and I don't see Danny, I'm so sad I can hardly dance.
You know, just for a change once in a while, it'd be nice to hear you say, "Where's Sam?"
Oh, that is silly. I always know where you are, sitting right here watching me dance.
Is that bad?
No, my faithful one. That is good. You clap so loud, you make the boss think everybody likes Elena. You sweet Sam. Next week, I give you the rest of the money for flying him in.
The ears on the cockroaches, they're very big. Now, let's don't mention that little transaction again in public. Don't worry. He's here. Hello, Dan.
Hi, Sam. Hello, Pancho.
I'm kind of glad you got here. Elena was so worried she could hardly move a muscle.
Oh, Danny, I get so scared when you do not come. I always keep thinking maybe you have been arrested.
I was trying to stretch a buck into a suit cleaning press, but no dice. Why don't you cook up a war or something? I'll sign on as bombardier.
Yeah, nothing as exciting as that, my friend. My next job is dusting a banana grove with lime, killing bugs instead of people. The things some fellows will do to make a living.
All kidding aside, I want to pay you for that lift you gave me.
Forget it. It's all taken care of.
No, it isn't. I haven't paid you a dime.
What he means is that you pay him when you get a job. Sam?
Yeah, that's right.
Wait for me, Danny. I go change.
In the meantime, I can let you have a couple of bucks if you need them. Only don't try and double them in there.
You mean everybody plays, but nobody wins?
No more than that. They know just who's going to win and who's going to lose.
What about red?
See that big fella in there now making all the noise?
Give me 500 more on the
He generally wins.
Step aside. You want me to see Lucas? No, senor. Please, you have to see the cashier. Place your bet, senores. Place your bet. Give me some chips.
Where's the money?
So what? I'll sign for him like I always do.
No, senor, you have to pay first. It is a house rule.
Since when do
All
I...
right, Pete. Mr. Nelson's credit is good.
Caray, me tiene usted loco. No me da
importa.
crédito.
Está bien. Quieto.
Oh, Tia, don't. I'm having enough trouble trying to add these figures.
Well, why don't you stop then? It always comes out the same. Bad.
I know. I keep thinking I made a mistake. Maybe if I add it just once more, I'll get the right answer, but I never do. Well, I've got just enough left for one more payroll. After that... That's Bert now. Tell him I want to see him, will you?
You're Nelson. La señorita wants to talk to you.
The old goat tells me you want to talk to me. I'm always glad to talk to the beautiful Flanders.
Yes, I did want to talk to you, Bert, but you're in no condition, as usual. Get to bed. We'll talk in the morning.
You don't think I can talk now, huh? Listen, baby.
Now, you listen to me for a change. I've stood by and watched you cold-bloodedly murder a first-class banana grove with your drunken incompetence, and I'm through. From now on, I'm running the White Plantation, and you'll take orders from me or you'll get out. Now, get to bed. Don't crawl out of it till you're sober.
Borracho. About time you tell him. Calling you Flanders and baby.
Oh. What do I do now, Tia?
I'm not so good at thinking, Chiquita.
Hey, Pancho, what do you call that dance?
That's what you North American call it. Come to me?
You mean it come on.
Okay, come on. Only you don't come on. Why you always treat me as if you were a grandpa? I'm not a little girl, Senor Dan. I'm a woman.
Come to think of it, I heard Sam say something about that just the other day. He said that Elena baby, she's little and cute, but an awful lot of woman.
I'm not at all interested in what Senor Sam has to say. It's what you have to say, Danny. Do you think I'm little and cute?
Give me a grape while I think about it. Well, you're a little all right. Thank you. And you're kind of cute in a way.
You're a funny one. Never before have I been thanked for a kiss.
Expression of my appreciation. If I could say it with flowers, I would.
It's not your fault. It's just my bad luck. I had to fall in love with a stone mountain.
Climbed up a tree and hid in your room.
And I watched the blood from his face. I was very brave. I didn't even scream.
Lucky for me. Will you be just as brave, Elena, if I walk out of your life as suddenly as I came in?
You going away?
I have to.
Because of me?
No, of course not.
Then why must you go, Danny, my angel? We have so much fun. I will have nobody to play with.
Well, sooner or later, somebody's going to find out how you smuggled me into this country, and when they do, I may have to leave quick-like.
Then promise me one thing.
What's that?
That you'll never go away without saying goodbye first.
I promise.
Now Elena is happy again.
I'll hate myself in the morning when I'm going swimming.
I've got something in my eye.
Well, let's see. Which one?
The Peeping Tom.
Peeping Dan, my friends call me. Which one?
This one.
Move it about a little.
See anything?
Thousands of things. Beautiful green and gold things, but I'm afraid nature put them there to stay.
You're an authority on eyes as well as bananas.
No, only a fatalist. I was passing by, I heard a woman crying, so I walked in. Only history can record the full import of such a momentous happenstance.
Well, I can't speak for history, Mr.
McLeod.
Mr. McLeod, but for myself, I'd like to know how you just happened to be passing by my office.
To remind my landlord to fix the roof. And to return these.
Oh, that was very kind of you. Thank you.
Not at all. They were hanging in my line of vision, disturbed my siesta. They made me think thoughts I can't afford. I don't want to do that.
Oh, what do you want to do?
Nothing.
For such a big, strong man, you certainly spend a lot of time doing nothing.
That's what makes me big and strong. Doing nothing is a great panacea for worries, Miss White. Why don't you try it?
Do I seem worried?
Aren't you?
Well, yes, as a matter of fact, I am. I wasn't aware it showed quite so plainly. My foreman sleeping off a drunk. It's getting to be a habit.
From what I've seen of this place, he isn't much of a foreman, drunk or sober.
You talk as though you knew banana cultivation.
I should. I spent 8 years managing the largest banana plantation in Guatura.
Really? Oh, I'm looking for someone.
Oh, please, lady. I hate bananas.
Maybe you could learn to like them again. Do you want a job?
No, no. Your idea of running a farm.
My idea of running a banana farm is exactly the same as my father's. He pioneered this industry with a sole idea of giving more and better employment to the native laborers. What has happened is a result of misplaced confidence and a lack of a steady market for our fruit. We can't spend money we haven't got, Mr. McLeod.
You ever thought about having one of the big companies like Tropic come in?
Naturally. Nothing ever came of it. What little fruit we independents can market doesn't make it worth their while to stop. So we have to depend on Lucas. And if you know Lucas...
Only distantly.
Oh, you'd be helping me tremendously if you would. At least until my foreman gets on his feet.
No, I'm afraid that Now, this gorgeous creature tempts me to say yes to the job.
Thank you, dear.
¡Qué hombre!
Would you fix the roof?
Oh, better than that. You can live up in the foreman's quarters.
Well, that won't be necessary. The beach hut's more my style.
As you wish. What about salary?
Oh, that isn't important. Life in the tropics is very simple. The human animal requires little more than food and warmth. And a little love, of course.
Well, I can supply the food and warmth, Miss McLeod.
Fair enough. How's the eye?
Much better, thank you.
Look around you. Irrigation ditches running every which way, choked with weeds, crooked planting, lack of water.
Jose. Well, now, it can't be as bad as all that.
Could hardly be worse. When did you last dust or spray?
Oh, I don't recall. Bert isn't in favor of it.
These ditches, primitive and wasteful. You should install an overhead sprinkling system to ensure a uniform distribution of moisture.
Everything you're suggesting costs money, Mr. McLeod. Have you any idea where it's coming from?
Yes, increased production.
You're dreaming.
Well, all right, then. Let's make it a big dream. Let's imagine we can produce enough fruit to make it worth the time of some big company to stop and pick it up. If that happens, you could redeem those family jewels you've hawked to keep this place going. What's the matter?
I can't figure you out. One day I find you living in my beach hut like a tramp, and the next thing I know, you're talking banana culture just like my dad used to. Thought we're more of an ideal than a profession. You talk as though you'd written a book on bananas.
I did, for 8 years.
Then why?
Well, let's just say you needed help and I needed a job and let it go at that, huh?
That's all, Jose. You can take the horses. Well, Mr. McLeod, give me the bad news.
Well, this place can be pulled out of the red. It'll take a lot of hard work and good management.
What's wrong with the management?
A lot of things, including a foreman who reports on the job at 10 o'clock.
Now, wait a minute.
You do the waiting, Bert. And what's more, try listening. Mr. McLeod is a banana culturist. I've just hired him.
It won't work. 2 people can't run a farm.
Well, either you work with him or he'll work alone. Which will it be?
Okay. Where do we start?
Wherever Mr. McLeod thinks best. Oh, and tell Christopher to give him all the help he needs.
Come on.
I hope you two get along a lot.
Oh, we will. It was love at first sight.
All right, Oscar, stick close to those stakes, right down the middle and not too deep.
Bueno, muchachos, a trabajar ahora, vamos. A limpiar pronto aquí, ¿eh? Tú, José, avienta las tierras para allá. Cotito, Johnny. Let's get busy, ¿eh? Mira, este lado para acá.
Bert, why don't you try to get along with McLeod?
Look, I either like the guy or I don't. His kind I don't like.
What do you mean, his kind?
I've been doing some checking. As far as I can find out, he's living off that little Spanish dancer at the casino. You know what we call a man like that?
What Mr. McLeod does on his own time is his own business.
But what Mr. McLeod does on my time is my business.
Prontito, porque tenemos que terminar con puesto, ¿eh?
I told you to clean out the old ditch. I didn't say anything about digging a new one.
The old one was useless.
I'll be the judge of that. People that work for me do as they're told.
I was under the impression I was working for Miss White.
Look, McLeod, one more crack out of you and that little Spanish girl at the casino won't think you're so beautiful.
You've been spoiling for a fight, Nelson. We might as well get it over with.
Let me handle this, Bert. Why did you start the men digging a new ditch?
Because the old one is located wrong. It's too deep. The water's below the root level and wasting.
Is that right, Christopher?
Si, patrona. All ditch no good. The water she waste and the plants die.
Then go ahead with a new one.
Let's get this straight. I'm the boss of this outfit.
You mean you were? You're through. And try getting drunk on your own time for a change.
Mark!
Sí, jefe. 7 menos 5. Ahorita, pronto, órale, vamos a ir a la patrona ahorita y se ve casi no estamos terminados. ¡Suelta el agua! ¡Suelta el agua! ¡Aquí el agua, muchachos! ¡Ah! Jose.
John.
John.
Chico.
Chico.
Sam.
Sam.
And Christopher.
Ah, muchas gracias, señor.
Lady, you can't make money paying your help for a half a day they don't work.
And this is Fiesta Day. A Fiesta de Santo Tomas. They'll be dancing in the streets this afternoon and fireworks tonight. All the kids stay home and the parents bring them gifts. Only sometimes the parents stay out late and forget the gifts. So, I make a practice of playing Santa Claus. I hate to see them disappointed.
Well, you haven't enough money for much else. We have to sell some fruit, Miss White.
Yes, I know. I'll see Lucas this afternoon. He doesn't take a cutting this week.
Maybe I'll go along, just for moral support.
Thanks. I'll need it.
Lucas' boat's in. That means he'll be loading tomorrow.
Then let's have it out with him now.
You men are just wasting your time.
Why?
Why? I'll tell you why. You might as well face the facts. There are too many bananas grown in this area. My advice to you little growers is to sell and get out. Naturally, I'm prepared to make you an offer.
I do not want to sell, Senor Lucas. I want to market the fruit myself.
And that's all any of us want, Mr. Lucas. Growing bananas is our livelihood and a very important part of the national economy. Unless you give us a better break, we'll be forced to take the matter up with the Minister of Agriculture.
I'm afraid you misjudge me, Miss White. I do not discriminate by choice, but by necessity. The market has been bad, but I have a feeling it will be better soon.
How soon?
This week, perhaps.
By the time the steamer reaches New Orleans?
It's possible.
I can have 1,500 stems in the dock by 10 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Impossible. 1,000.
1,500. Our production has increased thanks to Mr. McLeod's supervision.
Very well. 1,500. But they must be on the dock by 10 o'clock in the morning.
Give me an order, please. Well, I'll feel a little better about spending the money on the workers' children tonight.
You're setting a bad example, Miss White. If you expect them to be grateful, you're a worse visionary than your father. You're merely corrupting them.
With toys and candy? Oh, it's a national pastime in the States, and it seems to have worked out very well. Thank you. Oh, I'm sure Mr. Lucas can take some of your fruit, too. Why don't you ask him?
Congratulations, you were great.
I was scared stiff, but it worked. At least we know where our next payroll's coming from. You'll have to get the crews out early in the morning.
I'll have the truck started by daybreak.
Good, then let's go. We've got a lot of shopping to do.
Well, look, it's early yet. Why don't we have a drink? I want to see Sam anyway about a dusting job.
Oh? Sure it's Sam you want to see?
You've heard about Helena?
Who hasn't? They say she has a special appeal to the men. I'd like to study her technique.
Sam!
Hello there, Dan.
I want you to meet Flanders White. Miss White, Tapachula Sam.
Well, how do you do? I've certainly heard a lot about you.
Well, I've heard a lot about you, too. All good. I'm a little surprised to see you down here, though.
Well, Dan wanted to see you on business. I wanted to see Elena.
Oh. Well, now, if it was the other way around, I could understand it.
Is there someplace we can talk?
Well, step right into my office.
Tapachula. Now, that's an odd name.
Well, don't encourage him. We're going to spend the next hour telling you how he got it. And while I'm on the subject, let me warn you about this fellow. Seems he's a shady character. There's a rumor going around he's been known to fly contraband.
That is a dastardly attempt to blacken my character. And I regret to say that most of it's true.
Querido mío, sueños ya lucen en mis ojos, besos me dan tal frenesí, sin amor yo viví sin alegría, me diste amor, querido mío. En mi felicidad bendigo cada día, porque querido mío, porque me das amor.
Mr. Lucas wants to see you in his office.
Come in. Sit down, senor. McLeod is the name, I believe.
That's right.
My name is Lucas.
I've heard of you.
Most people have in this part of the world. How are you doing?
Get to the point. You sent for me.
To offer you a job.
I've got one.
So Nelson informs me. The job I'm offering wouldn't interfere with the one you're doing.
I see. You want me to take over all of Nelson's work?
That's another way of saying it. It shouldn't be too difficult. You do have a way with women, McLeod.
Not interested.
Why not?
Well, let's just say I don't like you.
Get me the chief of police. Hello, Capitan. Are you looking for an illegal entry? An American, that's right. 1,000 pesos reward. Does this fit the description radioed from Guatura? North American, speaks Spanish fluently, dark hair, blue eyes, 180 pounds, 6'1". It does.
All right. Let's have it.
On second thought, you'd better let me check again. It's entirely possible I've made a mistake. Yes? Mil gracias, Capitan. I'll let you know. That's better. Much better.
What do you want?
The White Plantation. Oh, don't look so shocked. I offered to buy out. She wouldn't sell. A little encouragement from you would simplify matters greatly.
You want me to pick up where Nelson left off?
Generally speaking, that's correct.
And if I don't?
We have an extradition treaty with Guatura. You will be sent back, who knows? A firing squad, maybe the hangman's noose. It might even be a gas chamber. They're very modern down there.
When do I start throwing monkey wrenches into the white machinery?
Tonight.
Aren't you pushing a little? This is fiesta night.
That's why you start tonight. I want you to keep Flanders wide away from that pet workers' village of hers.
What if I can't? Every year she gives presents to the children on fiesta night.
Tonight, she must not go. I'm relying on you to see that she does not go.
I'll do my best.
And no tricks, Mr. McLeod. I don't like tricks.
How do you like the place?
It's nice. This place could become a habit. Well.
Stand a drink, Dan?
Yes, I could.
Bring Mr. McLeod as usual.
She's wonderful. I don't blame you for being crazy about it. She has such expressive eyes.
Dan, I'm so mad at you. Every day I go swimming and you do not come. Is this the boss that keeps you away from Elena?
That's right. Elena Escobar, Flanders White.
Hello.
Miss White, I do not think I like you. You're too beautiful.
Oh, thanks. You're doing all right yourself. Oh, I'd give a lot to be able to dance like you do.
You know, I never could figure out how a little hothead like Elena had the patience to learn to dance.
My head has nothing to do with it. You have to have strong muscles. So?
I'll try to develop a few. Well, thanks so much, Dan. I wouldn't have missed it for the world.
Oh, it's still early.
No, can't. It's almost dark outside. The kids will be expecting me.
Another drink?
No, can't. You stay if you like. Good night.
Be right with you.
Oh, Donnie, don't go.
Pancho, wouldn't be right to run out in the boss. How far would Lucas go to win a point?
All the way. Why?
All right, just stick around.
Oh. she's very tempestuous, I think is the word for it.
Who?
Elena, who else? Obviously, she's very much in love with you.
As my employer, do you object?
No, of course not. I was to supply the food and warmth, remember?
You're the most understanding boss I've ever had. Now, for the last time, will you wait until tomorrow to give those kids a stomachache?
You're as bad as Lukatz and Bert Nelson. They're always trying to discourage me. The answer is no. Hello, darling. Did you think I'd forgotten you? Where's Victoriana?
She's at home preparing the refreshments. We're gonna have soda pop.
What?
Who wants a jumping jack? Eduardo?
All right, men, remember what I told you. Do it quick. Make a good job out of it, and the drinks are on the house.
Pero, señor, ¿qué pasa?
No, no, don't! No, no, don't! Nazario! 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 Please don't! Nazario! Nazario! No, no, don't! Nazario! Nazario!
Patrón, gente. Men, they come from the town. They are setting fire to the houses.
Keep the kids here.
Children, quick, go hide in the grove.
¿Usted qué esperan? Váyanse.
Nelson, break it up. Mercurio, get her to the car.
What's the idea?
And tell Miss White to clear out of here.
Miss White. What's she doing here? I thought Lucas told you to keep her away from here.
Change in plans. And Lucas said to make it look good.
Oh.
Take this, you're a little short on reach.
Get going. Get in there. Get back, get back. Give me the casino and hurry. Flanders, get away from that door. Hello, casino. I want to talk to Tampa 2 with Sam. He's there, all right. Call him to the phone. Hello.
Patrona, where are the children?
They're all right. I hid them in the grove near the schoolhouse.
Sam? McLeod. I'm up at the White Farm. Some of Lucas' men have us cornered in the powerhouse. Quite a party. Why don't you join us and bring all your friends?
Yeah, you bet. Oh, we'll be there for you. You can pick yourself up off the floor.
Hello. Hello.
Dan. Hey, Bobo, come on. A friend of mine needs some help. Come on. Yeah, Joe, come on.
Get out of sight. When I tell you to, turn on that bell.
Where?
Right there. Turn it on full when I give you the word.
What's the matter with Bert Nelson? Has he gone crazy?
That's it. Turn it on full. All right, men. Grab a rock. Let's get it. They'll rush again. When they do, watch your chance. Duck out of here and head for the woods.
Just tell me when to turn it on.
It's Sam. Come on back.
Lovely party, Mr. McLeod. Lovely. Thanks so much for inviting us.
Glad you could come. You meet such nice people at these affairs.
Macario! Macario!
Oh, let's see if he's hurt.
¿Cómo te sientes? ¿Estás bien?
Estoy bien.
Macario, you okay?
I'm all right, but my grandfather is hurt.
They kicked me in the head.
Flanders,
Here I am.
you all right?
Jittery. Oh, hello, Sam.
Hello. You going native?
Hmm? Oh.
Hey, you're hurt.
Let's see. Ooh, that's a nasty cut.
It's just a scratch.
All the same, you better get on down to the hospital. They got a new blonde nurse there from Detroit.
The children! Niños. Pequeños. Tomás. Eduardo.
Children. This won't look like it was done by a blonde nurse from Detroit. But it'll be clean.
You know, of course, the attack on the village was planned.
Yes, it was. Only I didn't do my part. I was supposed to keep you away from there tonight.
When do you start winning at roulette?
I work cheaper than that. Lucas just picks up a telephone and I take orders.
But why? How can he force you to do anything?
I'm wanted in Guatura. I was on the wrong side of a political mix-up, and Lucas found out about it. He also found out that Sam and Elena helped me escape. He threatened them as well as me if I didn't play ball with him. So I made him believe I was. But I was on the level about one thing. When I told you I'd put this farm on its feet. I'm a banana grower, that's all I know.
But you did try to keep me from there tonight.
That's right, I did. Miss White, if you think I'd deliberately wreck your plantation, I'll get out of here right now.
It was Flanders an hour ago. I like it better that way. Sit down. What will Lucas do when he finds out you double-crossed him?
Probably sick the police on me.
Why don't you let Sam fly you out tonight?
Yeah, the old jalopy's all gassed and ready to go. Just say the word.
You two seem awfully anxious to get rid of me. It's bad luck to walk out on a redhead.
Oh, yeah, red-headed women and white horses.
Oh, you idiots.
Now, you got something in your eye again?
No. Just a couple of crazy guys.
May I remind you that the local hooscow is half full of ocean at high tide, and the crabs have a very annoying habit of chewing on your feet. I speak from experience.
I have such tender feet. Maybe we'd better get to Lucas before he gets to me.
Dan, there's a gun in the office if you need it.
You've been reading too many detective stories.
Please be careful.
Yeah.
I've had enough of your alibis. The fact remains that I thought you'd be a long ways from Puerto Barrancas by now.
Why should I be?
Why? That was a gallant fight you put up tonight, Mr. McLeod.
Look, I'll mess up that plantation for you. I have no choice. But standing by while Junior here and his guerrillas beat up innocent people and burn their homes.
Correction. There were sailors from my ship on a sightseeing tour. And they were attacked by drunken natives and defended themselves.
You will have a hard time making that story stick in court. There are dozens of people who will identify those sailors.
No one will, McLeod.
You weren't taking any chances, were you?
None at all.
What about Miss White's fruit? She's got a signed order.
A broken refrigeration system comes under an act of God clause and exonerates me of any responsibility in that matter. You'll find it in fine print on the back of the order. I'm afraid your usefulness is over, Mr. McLeod.
That's where you're wrong. I fought for her. She's grateful. Trust me. I can do anything I want now. Providing I don't have to beat up women and children.
What you say makes sense, if you're telling the truth. And I'm inclined to take the chance that you are, McLeod.
Why don't you quit stalling, Lucas? Let me work this guy over. This is as good a place as any. This time, you're not going to cop a sneak on me.
Stop it! Both of you. You're working for me.
Where do we go from here?
Is Miss White's farm still sharing its irrigation water with the planters lower down in the valley?
Yes.
See that she shuts off the water tonight. Persuade her that she needs every drop for her own farm during this drought.
Anything else?
Yes. If you fail this time, don't bother coming back to explain.
hear any shooting.
Hasn't started yet. What happened to you?
You should ask me.
What are the chances of getting a cable out of Puerto Branco without Lucas finding out?
About as much chance as you got getting out of this place without Elena seeing you. Why?
If I could land a contract with a big company like Tropic, I could break Lucas' hold on the local growers.
Are you sure you're not thinking about one in particular?
Flanders? I don't know.
Well, when you do know, try to let the kid down easy. I'd hate to see her get hurt.
I know what you mean. I feel the same way. No, I don't. I like her. Like her a lot. But you're crazy about her, aren't you?
Oh, forget it. Well, she lights up every time she sees you.
That's the mother instinct. She saw a guy with a busted head, right away she's got to play nurse. I'll lay you 2 to 1. Get your own head slugged, and she'd lasso you with bandages before you knew what hit you.
You think so?
I know so. But look, I've got to sell bananas. Will you fly to Guatura? See a guy named Wilson, works for Tropic. I used to do business with him. Tell him I'm promoting a deal over here and need his help. See if he'll give us a contract.
Say, can you think of any way that I could get slugged?
Leave it to me. I'll do the slugging myself. Is it a deal?
I'm as good as gone.
Give
Listen,
my regards to the firing squad.
I will. You take good care of Elena while I'm gone. She's been awful lonely since you quit being a bum.
Elena.
Yes, Danny?
What I'm trying to say is...
I know what you're trying to say, Danny. You're trying to tell me that Sam loves me. And I know it already. He tells me 50 times a day. What I want to know is, well, if you... you know what I mean.
Hey. There's a light in the house. Oh, let's take a look.
Danny, how do you like that in your house?
Quiet, it's her house.
Hey. Oh, Dan. I didn't mean to fall asleep. Oh. Hello.
What are you doing here?
Well, I could ask you the same question, considering it's my bathhouse. I was very anxious to find out what happened.
Plenty, come on, I'll walk you back.
All right.
But Danny, you promised to walk me back to the hotel.
This is business.
What kind of business I'd like to know? You tried to take my Danny away from me, and I think I'd kill you.
Some other time, if you don't mind.
Oh.
There's one other thing. I told Lucas I could twist you around my little finger. And to lie a little, I hope you don't mind.
No, I don't mind. If Elena doesn't, I don't want to get killed.
Look, you got the wrong idea about Pancho.
Have I?
Yes, you have.
Hadn't we better get back to Lucas?
Yeah.
What does he want you to do?
Turn off the irrigation water to the growers down below.
But that would mean trouble.
That's what he wants.
Well, I guess we'll have to do it regardless, or he'll know you're working against him.
Well, one thing's sure, we'll have to stall him until Sam gets back. Come, senorita.
Chiquita, I did not know you could dance.
Neither did I. Well, it just shows you what a gal will do to hold a foreman. What has Elena got that I haven't?
Not a thing, and on you it looks pretty good, too. You have a visitor outside, the chief of police. He in?
Oh, should I be?
Well, it's the only way to find out what Lucas has in his mind.
All right. Captain Basilio.
Señorita White? Señor.
Won't you come inside, Captain?
Mil gracias, señorita, but no. I am the bearer of unhappy tidings, and I will be brief. For 3 days now, the farmers have been without water from the irrigation ditch. That is a serious matter, señorita. In time of a drought, the water should not be turned off.
They have no legal right to the water.
My father gave it to them of his own free will.
The law says that no native shall have his livelihood in danger by an act of an alien. Señorita White broke the law. The magistrate has ordered her to pay a fine of 1,000 pesos and turn the water on at once. A second offense may cost her the land.
We turn the water on, all right, but the fine will have to wait.
You have 3 days, senor, till Saturday noon. Good day.
Good day.
Now we know what happens when we turn the water off.
What do we do now?
Turn it on, of course. We do as we're told and stall for time until Sam gets back.
I must see Miss White at once.
What's all the rumpus about this time?
The water, Senor McLeod. You did not turn it on as I ordered.
Oh, but we did, 2 days ago.
A meaningless gesture then, for it was turned off again. The whole valley's up in arms.
Well, you don't have to take my word for it. Come see for yourself. Well, you can see the wheel's been broken.
I see enough, Senor McLeod. I see that there's no water in the ditch.
Look, I tell you, I don't know how that happened. I turned that water on myself.
It is an ultimatum, Senor McLeod. 2,000 pesos by Saturday noon, or the court must take action.
Dan, we're in trouble.
I'll say we are. That was Basilio. Somebody broke the lock and turned off the water.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. Now it'll cost us 2,000 instead of 1. Cash on the line by Saturday noon if they take action.
Oh, don't tell me.
Well, we'll have to use the payroll money as a starter. What's the matter? You look like a stem of underripe bananas.
I feel worse. Come and take a look. It's gone.
I don't get it.
The payroll money, and it didn't just walk away.
Oh. Move over. I'm beginning to feel a little green myself.
May I have a light, please? It's just got to be Nelson. He's the only other person that knew the combination to the safe.
All right, so it's Nelson. What proof do we have? Can't go to the chief of police. He'll say we're just stalling to get out of paying the fine.
Well, we can't just sit here and do nothing.
If you've got a better idea, let's have it.
Chiquita! Chiquita, Senor Dan, you must go quickly.
Go where, Tia? What's happened?
Macario just brought word. The field workers slipped away to a secret meeting in the native village. They make trouble for you, Nina.
What kind of trouble, Tia?
Macario didn't have time to tell me. He just said that Senor Nelson sent word to the workers and farmers to meet in the village.
Nelson.
Un momento, Chiquita. Chiquita! Chiquita! Niña! niña! ¡No te vayas así! ¡Te vas a enfriar!
In a couple of days, there won't be a white farm. And you'll have all the irrigation water to yourselves.
¿Cómo sabemos que él dice la verdad?
Pero no podemos tener confianza en este hombre.
Claro, ¿cómo sabemos? Eso no es posible, pues, señor. That will be no right.
Why not? The law's on your side.
Where's the money?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll jog your memory. Where's the money?
In the saddlebags.
Now tell them you're still on their side.
Oh, I wish you'd believe me when I tell you I didn't want to turn off the water, but we had to because of Lucas. He's been trying to cause trouble for me. He's after my farm, just as he's after all of your farms, too. I'm still your friend, just like my father was. And I'll prove it to you if you'll just give me the chance.
You see that plane? That's Tapachula Sam. If he's bringing the right answer, we can lick Lucas. You'll never have to depend on him again for a market for your fruit.
Tell us, senor, how you lick that fellow Lucas?
By getting a contract with Tropic Fruit. Are you with us?
Sí, señor.
Stand by. Hold it, Pancho.
Dan, what are you doing here?
Waiting for you.
Tommy's out front. He's looking for you.
Well, I'm looking for him. Will you tell him I'm here? Did he say it was good news?
I don't know. He wouldn't tell me. Here, help me. Oh, Danny, I'm so crazy about you.
Now, look, Pancho, there's a time and a place for everything, including being crazy. Beat it and tell Sam.
Kiss me. Say you crazy for me, too.
I'm crazy. I'd have to be. Now, beat it.
Sam, Danny's waiting for you in the dressing room.
you see Tropic?
Yeah, I saw him. Saw somebody else, too. Some old friends of yours, Dan.
Never mind the friends. What did Tropic say?
Oh, they said sure, they'd give you a contract, provided you could put 8,000 stems on the dock by noon tomorrow.
Oh, that's great. Thanks, Sam. Thanks. Wait a minute, 8,000? Oh, there aren't that many stems in the entire white plantation.
Well, I wouldn't know about that. I never counted them. But about those friends of yours,
Why
Dan.
do they have to be on the dock by 12 noon tomorrow? That's awfully short notice.
Well, Tropic's got a boat passing this way about noon tomorrow with space for that many. Listen, what I am trying to tell you is you can forget all about bananas.
Come again? You're not making sense.
Well, I will if you'll only listen to me. Those friends of yours in Guatura, the ones you helped, they're back in control of the government. You can go back any time you want.
I don't believe it. You're just saying that, Sam, because you want to get rid of Dan.
Oh, I wouldn't do a thing like that to you, baby. No kidding, Dan. They're back in the saddle and riding high. If you went back now, you'd probably be a hero.
Don't listen to him, Dan. You know you can't go back.
I'm telling you, he can. I'll fly him back tonight.
Oh, well, it doesn't matter whether it's true or not. I can't leave.
Why not?
Well, I made a deal. I've got an obligation. Besides, it'd be bad luck to run out in a redhead, even if I wanted to. And I don't want to. I'm sorry, Pancho. That's the way it is. Will you forgive me?
There's nothing to forgive. A man stumbles into my room. He's hurt. I feel sorry for him, so I help him. It's such a little thing, it's hardly worth talking about. Now, if you will excuse me, please, I have a number to do.
Take care of her, Sam.
You know, that's what I'd like to do. Take care of you.
Please, Sam, go away. Leave me alone. I'm sorry. Go back to your table, Sam. Tonight I sing my song to you.
I just dropped in to tell you I'm not working for you anymore.
The chief of police will be very sorry to hear that, McCloud.
Stop bluffing. I can go back to Guatura anytime I want to.
So you heard. I don't suppose I can persuade you to change your mind and stay with me.
Not a chance. I'm working for Flanders White.
You're wasting your time, McCloud. The White Plantation will never ship a stem of bananas from Puerto Barrancas.
Who's going to stop us?
I am.
Day after day, I'll always love you. Leave just to say I'll always love you. Dear one, your nearness is my treasure. Dear one, your kiss is rich as wine. And it's mine, yes, it's mine, the wonder of you. Yours, love is yours, because I love you. To you, I give my heart so madly, madly beating, with every beat repeating, I'll always love you so.
We've got it.
Wonderful.
We have to deliver 8,000 stems to the dock by tomorrow noon.
8,000, but that's impossible, Dan. We can't.
We have to. Round up everything that moves, automobiles, trucks, ox carts. Then send out a flock of cutting crews ready to start by daybreak. And don't breathe a word about this contract.
Well, what about you?
I'll head back to the farm and do a Paul Revere up and down the valley organizing the independents.
1 by land, 2 by sea.
Get going.
I sure can use it. Glad to have you.
How'd I do?
Well, I don't want to appear choosy, but most of this equipment looks like it rolled right off Noah's Ark.
Well, you said everything that moved. Besides, it's the best I could do. Lucas must have spread the word around. Suddenly, every truck in town was in use or broken down.
Well, never mind. We'll get that fruit to the dock if we have to carry every stem down there. All right, Chris, Jose, Ricardo, get your crew started. Remember, we got to be on the dock by noon.
Sí, señor.
There he is.
Oh, thanks.
Bad?
Well, we're about at the halfway mark. If the others can deliver 4,000 stems, we'll be in good shape. Oh, here comes Chris with soon know.
Not too good, senor. The only they can cut all together is 3,000 stems.
Oh, we got to do better than that. Well, send the crews back down the rows. Tell them we can't afford to miss a single stem that'll measure up to requirements.
Muy bien, señor. Vamos, muchachos, a trabajar todo el mundo.
How many, Sam? 33. Is that all? Sam, we're moving. Christopher! Yes, sir. Bring up the rear. Pick up all the stragglers. At least bring the fruit. We need every stem. Muy bien, jefe.
Wait a minute. I'm going with you.
All right, hop in. All right, let's go! 21 minutes to reach the dock. You take over. I'll hurry him up.
Okay.
Orale, andale. Risa. Andale. Hurry it up. We got a boat waiting for us. Let's go. Andale. Okay, Mamacita?
Seguro que sí.
If we get this fruit down in time, we'll have a celebration. Save me the first dance.
You bet.
Won't she go any faster?
I'm sorry, senor. She go faster. She was wide open.
Well, let her bust. Step on the gas.
All right, Ricardo, let's go.
Bow anchored fast, sir.
No bananas. Looks like you could pull her right up again. I've got a perishable cargo, and my orders are not to wait.
Yes, sir.
Oh, mister, get out of here. Christopher, Jose, Pedro, get this thing out of the way. This isn't any place to dump a load of hay. I've got to get through here. Muchachos, vámonos.
Come on. Hey! Hey! Come on! Arriba!
We're going strong. Think we're gonna make it? Well, if we don't, we'll be eating bananas for a long time.
Elena said tell you good luck.
We'll need it.
You muchachos, quickly put those boards back. We have to cross here. Hurry, listen to me. Oh. Dan!
Oh, now what?
Dan! See what you can do.
When are you gonna get this bridge fixed?
El americano quiere que le compongan el puente.
Hey, how about getting that fixed so we can get across?
No, no se puede, man. Estamos comiendo.
Look, we gotta get that fruit down to the dock.
No tenemos leña ni clavos aquí con poner el puente usted. Pues, ¿qué vamos a hacer? Estamos comiendo ahorita nomás.
When you arrive at a decision, let me know. Jose! Ricardo! Chris!
Ya hace mucho tiempo que tenemos...
All right, go on, get on these planks, get this bridge fixed.
No, pues sí, tienen todo el tiempo de apurar, hermano. Que les compongan uno el puente, que trabajen ellos nomás, nosotros tenemos que comer.
All right, let's get back to that fruit. Get it rolling.
Run down. Tell them to close the gates. Don't let them out of here.
I said, turn up the gates. You don't let him through. Cierra la puerta.
All right, open those gates. We got fruit to load.
Senor McLeod, we do not open the gates for you. We have orders to arrest you.
Make way! Vamos, vamos! Clear the way, I'm coming through! Move over!
Oh, wait. There they come. We'll go ashore.
Yes.
Load up the lighters. Come on, Christopher, get your men going. Hurry up, everybody.
Well, we made it, Sam.
You've done a good job.
Hey, there's the captain. I'm Dan McLeod.
You're a minute and 10 seconds late, but that was the niftiest bit of gate crashing I've seen in some time. Congratulations.
Thanks. Miss White, Captain. Most of this fruit belongs to her.
Oh, how do you do, Miss
How do you
White?
do, Captain?
Looks like you got yourself a contract. Frankly, I was afraid you couldn't deliver 8,000 stems.
Frankly, so was I.
Well, I'd better get aboard.
Oh, Dan. They'll arrest you.
Not if you got enough money to pay for those broken gates. Oh, I guess I didn't mention that Guatura business is all cleared up. I'm free as a bird.
Free. And you'll be leaving Puerto Broncos.
And let you spoil that banana farm again?
Now, let me tell you a thing, Mr. Know-it-all.
Let me tell you a thing. You talk too much.
Yes, sir.